Ron Cahoot, the musical producer and director of this album. Please welcome Ron.
Thank you. The girls were and still are quite worried about what I have to say. They said, "Didn't you write it down?" I said, "No." He says, "Oh, when you're as full of it as I am, you don't have to write things down. You just say them." I have to start off by saying that Mr. Sukerka and Mr. Forti wish this was a wedding. No. Just get that out of the way, okay? Apparently Mr. Kuchkowski doesn't feel that way, but the other two do. Mr. Kuchkowski, you have a friend sitting over here. When we had the album launch for the very first one, I ended off my speech saying that I hope Voloshky decide to do another CD because I could use the money. Well, they did. God bless them. Just to give you a little brief outline on how a Voloshky CD comes into being, this will only take a couple of hours, so just relax. I get a cassette in the mail from the girls. They sit in the living room or somewhere by a piano and they hit a note. And then they start singing this song. Then Marusha recites the Declaration of Independence after that song, saying that we like it this way, but if you don't want to do it this way, then it's okay. And then they go to their next song. And they supply me with this CD, and it comes, or this cassette rather, and it comes to me through Canada Post, which is a mistake in of itself because it comes to you completely crushed. So I had to take another cassette and take it apart and carefully remove the tape from this mess that they had sent me and insert it into the new case so I could hear this. Now I've got these melodies and their harmonies, and I now have to do an orchestration around this and turn this into a song and decide whether it's a Latin or decide whether it's folk, and they give me this carte blanche, which is a wonderful thing that they trust me this much. And then we create these musical tracks. I send them back to them. They begin rehearsals. Then they fly all the way to Toronto, and we pick them up and bring them in and start changing everything. And we go into my recording studio in Burlington, and just a testimonial to the way these girls have progressed. We allowed 7 days for recording of vocals on this album, and between my engineer Roman Kloon and myself, they pulled this off in 4. The 5th day they came back just to listen and to get a copy of a couple of things because they were very, very excited. We have quite a unique relationship in the recording studio. As a producer, it is my job to make sure that their performance is the best that it can be, and to make sure that they don't just sing a piece of music, but actually they sing the lyrics of the song. So sometimes you have to get them angry. That's not too hard for me. I was able to get them angry on a number of occasions, and then they sing the song with fervor, and they sing the song with some conviction, and it looks like, and it sounds like they're singing the lyrics. In a couple of cases, I had to get them sad. This has got to be, without a doubt, the easiest 3 ladies to get crying in the world. There was one particular song, which is going to be the very first one you're going to hear them sing, and they're doing this song, and they're singing it beautifully, and the harmonies are wonderful, but it's just not, you know? They're singing at me, not to me, and I figure, well, we gotta get this happening somewhere, so, like I said, getting them crying is no problem. They were looking at the music. I shut all the lights off in the studio. It's pitch dark. And I started saying things to them to make them start crying. You could say things like, "It's Tuesday." And they start crying. I went a little deeper than that. I knew a few things that I could say. And this song has ended up being, I didn't know what was going to happen with this particular song, but the first one that they're going to perform for you, ended up being, I think, a statement on this album that you don't have to understand Ukrainian. When they get to the chorus of this song, the passion that's there is incredible. You'll hear the tears. It's an incredible job they've done on this album, and it was certainly a pleasure pleasure working with them. And we'd finish each song and we'd go over things, and I'd get them to sing stuff individually, and none of it made any sense to them at all. But they cooperated 100% because Roman and I, we knew what we were going to do. We were going to use computers and that to edit things and put this here and move this here, and they just persevered and kept on going, and there was absolutely no problems with them at all. They were wonderful. They were just great. The true professionals. And then we'd get it all together. They'd come back into the control room. They'd sit there and we'd play it for them, and they'd scream for the entire part of the song. They would scream. They really liked what they were hearing, which is, you know, good considering they're paying me to do this and they like what they're hearing. But they have done an incredible job. They say that when you put multiple recordings out, each one should be a little bit better than the first one in some way. And the first one they did was an incredible product, and it did really well, and it's still continuing to do really well, and it's still in the circuit. I hear people speaking of it with great respect. You ain't heard nothing yet. You ain't heard nothing yet. This second album is I think, and the people that have heard it, you have to understand that between the recording, the writing, the arranging, the producing of this, I have heard Fantazia 500 times, 600 times maybe, and I haven't heard it for a while until today. Ihor and I put it on in our hotel room. I've been around this business for a long time. And I will say that this album, as of today, is going to be the comparative album for trios. From this point on, I believe, and I don't throw compliments easily, but this album now, when a trio decides to put an album out, it will be compared to Fantazia. Whether is as good, not better. They won't get better than this one. Maybe their third one, because I need a deck and a hot tub. So maybe you want to do a third one, start working on it. I've got a couple of tunes. You know, we could start a third one. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you will all have a copy of this CD before you leave here. Do yourself a favor. You have never heard anything like it, and the credit goes to the three ladies for a lot of reasons. They're wonderful voices. They have a unique blend that doesn't come along very often in the music business, when you hear three voices that just work. People try all their lives and things just don't work. This just works. Why? Who knows? Who cares? It just works. And they do a real good job at it, and their arrangements are really tight, very simple. They allow the song to come through. They allow the message of the music to come through. And it is a pleasure working with them. It has always been a pleasure working with them, but especially on this project, because I wanted this to be the best thing that they had ever done, and they have turned this thing into maybe the best thing that has ever been done. So again, thank you very much for the opportunity. Get started on the next one, and you're in for a real treat. Thank you.
Right now, sorry, Nadia's first.
She's taking my part here. Добрий вечір, пані і панове. Вітаємо вас на це випускання нашого другого альбому. Дуже дякую, що ви прибули. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming to our second CD release party. It's wonderful to see so many friends and family here to support us. We hope you have a wonderful time.
Okay, now we would like to sing some songs from our new CD. The first song is a beautiful lyrical composition about his undying love for his beloved girl by young Volodymyr Ivasyuk, Ukraine's greatest 20th century composer who was murdered by the KGB while in his prime as a composer. We decided to dedicate this song to the memory of Kvitka Sisek, who popularized this song as well as many others. And as Ron did mention a little bit about this particular song, it took the most time for us in the studio. We just couldn't find that thing that he was looking for. So basically, We were in the studio, we had all the lights turned off, we had candlelight, we had tears, and basically all he said was, just think of deceased pets. So that made us cry. We were finished, completely finished.
That's not quite how I put it, but that's a lot nicer.
Well, so anyways, here it is, and we hope you enjoy it. Я піду в далекі гори.
Мені ворожка ворожила, мені ворожка зрадила, мені ворожка ворожила, щоб не любила. Мені ворожка ворожила, щоб не любила хлопців я. Бо хлопець любить, дай покине, а ти дівчино будь сама. Бо хлопець любить, дай покине, а ти дівчино будь сама. Хлопець любить, дай покине, а ти дівчино будь сама. Покине хоче, оченята, вічно ще своєю називаєш, дівчину любити, та ще своєю називаєш. Додому загублюся, а шукає він мене. Піду до моря, утоплюся, нехай не буде більш мене. До моря утоплюся, нехай не буде більш мене. Мені ворожка ворожила, мені ворожка Our last song we'd like to sing for you today is our title track, Fantazia. Just when we thought Viazenka from our last album was impossible to beat, we came up with this doozy. So, how it happened. It was at a national Sunk convention in Edmonton in 1997 at the Westin Hotel. The three of us sat down with Lilia Komplichevska and we decided to alter a few verses from some popular Ukrainian folk songs. And so the theme of this whole medley became the character or hero Ivanko. Now, ironically, our own personal hero, and he's quite a character too, is Ivan John Frosty Moroz, who's here with us. In it we used, several songs with Ivan in it, and so this is just a mere tribute to Johnny, who has, without him we wouldn't be where we are today. He was our original guitar player, and he's our original cheerleader, and as Marusi likes to say it, Lovey Lou. And it may be 3 years late, but Johnny, could you please come up here for a minute? So, photograph. So, if you could please take your seat of honor. Here is Fantazia.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh no.
If you have the itch.
Ivanku, Ivanku, kupi mi rumianku, pimsa rumianila.
диванку, що я буду віта. Кажу до диванку, що я буду віта. Темна нічка, темна до самого ранку, до самого ранку. Любила та буду я тебе, Іванку. Любила та буду я тебе, Іванку. Ой, чорна, я все чорна, ой, чорна, я циганка, щоб себе любила, чорнява Іванка, щоб себе любила, чорнява Іванка. Іванка полюбила, Іванка та Іванка, високий та стрункий, сорочна вишиванка, високий та стрункий, сорочна вишиванка. Люблю тебе, Іванку, люблю за твою вроду, люблю дивитися, як ти нашу воду, люблю дивитися, як ти нашу воду. Ой, гірка воді, мало не зарикала, Іванкові признала, що я поплакала. Іванкові признала, що я поплакала. We planned for a bigger stage and we were going to do this big walking thing, but we're just going to stand here, I think. Ой, Іванку, чичері, дай розчешу кучері, дай розчешу кучері. Я в достатні кучері, як то нема роботи зранку до вечері, Ой, Іванку, люблю тя, маю тобі когутя, маю тобі когутя. Ой, Іванку, буду тя чекати, поки зорі на небі будуть нам сіяти, Стояла думала, цяночка молода, цяночка молода. Ой, на горі цигани стояли, стояла думала, цяночка молода, цяночка молода. На чій горі, чабанівці заняє, чабанівці заняє. Лучше було, не ходити, лучше було, не любити, краще дай не знати, як тепер чи запам'ятати. Лучше було не ходити, лучше було не любити, краще дай не знати, як тепер чи запам'ятати. Okay, so we've quickly decided here on stage that our encore is another one off our new CD. It's called Yash Taba Pid Manula, and for those of you that are Ukrainian, you may know a song called Tizhmana Pid Manula. But that's from a guy's point of view, and we're girls, so we decided to switch it around. And so we're standing up the guys. So it's kind of a fun song to sing, because every day of the week, you stand up the guy, and so we were very lucky to have Ron Cahoot featured on this song on the album. He plays the token guy. And so, well, I gotta get back to you.
I like to step out of character.
And so here we go. Yash Tabi Pid Manula. Yash Tabi Pid Manula, Yash Tabi Pid Manula, Yash Tabi Manula. прийшов, мене нема, підманула, підвела. Я ж тебе підманула, я ж тебе підвела. Я ж тебе молоду, з ума знову звела. Я ж тебе підманула, я ж тебе підвела. Я ж тебе молоду, з ума знову звела. Я сказала у четвер, підем разом на спецер. Ти прийшов, мене нема, підманув, підвела. Я сказала у п'ятницю, підем разом на вулицю. Ти прийшов, мене нема, підманула, підвела. Я ж тебе підманула, я ж тебе підвела. Я ж тебе молоду, з ума знову звела. Я ж тебе підманула, я ж тебе підвела. Я ж тебе молоду, з ума знову звела. Я сказала у суботу, підем разом на роботу. Ти прийшов, мене нема, підманула, підвела. Я сказала у неділю, підем разом на весілля. Ти прийшов, мене нема, підманула, підвела.
Ти ж мене підманула, ти ж мене підвела, ти ж мене молодого з ума звела. Та ж казала, я умру, я зробив тобі трубу, а я прийшов і ти жива, підманула, підвела. Ти ж мене підманула, ти ж мене підвела, ти ж мене молодого з ума звела.
Я ж тебе підманула, я ж тебе підвела. Я ж тебе